What's good, y'all? How y'all doing out there, man? We back for another stream. Working on some more Nighthaunts tonight, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to finish doing some of these Dread Scythe Heritance. Try to get them done. I'm pretty much working on the cloaks and the hair that are up top here. So I have like 6 more to do, and then I'll be done. If you look at the example of the one I was painting earlier, kind of looks like this, where I have the cloak and the hair all black, and then the roses in the hair, I'm gonna go back and paint those a different color. But yeah, just going through and painting some of the small details on these so they'll look rad. I just finished a huge Morgul model. It's pretty dope. I can show you guys that in a second. Just finished the Morgul, so I had to add the ghosts on the side and everything, but yep. Pretty rad. I just got the Spirit Host ghosts coming out of every angle. But yeah, I finished this bad boy today. Added the grass last night. I had to put the chains on it and everything. This thing is really, really crazy. But yeah, this is a new model that somebody printed off to be like a proxy of a Morgul. So I pretty much just took this model, and took me a little minute to airbrush and paint it up, but finally got it done, man. So there's that. But yeah, let me know if you guys are excited about the decision that G-Dub made, which is pretty cool, where we can actually use all of our battalions now, which is pretty crazy. So I'd be interested to know who's building lists around that. The battalions that were banned previously. Because I'm definitely going to be playing Legions of Grief or something like that. Yep, hope everybody's doing well out there, man. I'm pretty much just going to try to finish these up tonight. And then I'll start working on the roses in their hair probably tomorrow or something. So, yep, thanks everybody for tuning into the stream. My son will be born on Thursday. So, for those you didn't know, I'm having my 3rd child on Thursday. Baby Gavin will be here Thursday, so we'll be in the hospital probably this weekend, and he'll be coming home sometime Saturday or Sunday. So super excited about that. I just been painting my butt off and trying to help the kids with schoolwork and stuff like that. So busy dad here, but everything is all good, man. My wife's doing well. But yep, hope everybody's doing well. Doing well. My paint has seemed to get all weird since the last time I used it. I have these specifically for a list that I'm gonna try out, but definitely, most definitely, Legions of Grief because they got bravery shenanigans, and this unit works well with a little bit of bravery shenanigans. Even though most armies can ignore the bravery shenanigans, but we'll still try to find a workaround for that for sure. Especially if you're using the horror gas. I was kind of thinking, what's up, man? Hey, what's going on? How you doing out there? Just painting some Dreadsight Harridans here. Trying to get their hair and cloaks done. Watch some streams while you figure out what to build. Yeah, I feel you, man. I pretty much just finished doing some Beast Claw Raiders, so they're all done. I finished up 2 Stonehorns and 8 Mornfang, so now that those are done, I switched back over to Nighthaunt just to kind of get a little break from Gutbusters and Beast Claw Raiders, because my Gutbuster side are mostly done, but I have a lot of small details like the little, pouches that they're holding and wheelbarrows and things like that. And I got to go back and do some of their teeth and eyes and little stuff like that. But their skin, pants, boots, everything's painted. Weapons are all painted. But yeah, it's like that with most of my armies. They're about 80% complete. And for the most part, I'm just going back and finishing small details on those and getting them more complete. I just finished a Morngul too, a custom Morngul. I just showed it on stream a second ago, but I can show you again. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The Gargants are sick, man. I gotta get one for the Maw tribes. I gotta have at least one of those Gargants for the Maw tribes, at least one, if not 2. But yeah, I just finished this Morngul. Sorry, I can get it more on camera. I just finished this custom print. But yeah, this is like the alternate model this guy made. And then I just took some Spirit Hosts and put them all over. But yeah, it took me a while. I had to like do all the rust on the chains. I added grass to the bottom last night, and this tomb with the hand coming out of the grave. But yeah, I have the real Morngul. I just haven't like really done anything to it yet. It's painted airbrush, but it's not done. So yeah, I love this thing, man. When I saw the guy, Bold Earth Gaming or whatever his name is, that was making this, I was like, I gotta have that, because it looks like a giant chain rasp. So all my chain rasps are painted purple and green with black cloaks, so he'll look good going up against all the other Nighthaunt. I mean, my whole army's painted in the same scheme except for my blade guys are blue and white. Yeah, it looks really weird. I mean, it's It's cool because it's old school. I mean, it looks scary, but it looks like it needs to be a part of Flesh Eater Courts and not Nighthaunt. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't look right placed. But this model looks exactly like it should be. So I had to get one of these in case I want to play just a shenanigans list with 2 Mournguls. That'd be pretty nasty. So, but yeah, this is cool, man. It took me a little while to do the racks and everything. No, you said the Shaggoth? It's so somebody made a custom Shaggoth model? No, I haven't seen that. Yeah, no, I haven't seen that. I look at a lot of different companies that make, proxy models because, when G Dubs isn't making the right models and you need to get a replacement, it's good that there's people out there, thinking of some good ideas. But yeah, no, I haven't seen that one, but the Shaggoth models look awesome. I actually have a lot of friends that play Beast of Chaos, and yeah, it's pretty crazy. They have a lot of models that are proxies from different companies. They actually just came out with some beast models from Mears Miniatures, um, and some of those models are on pre-order right now, and they're half off. From Total War. Yeah, dude, they got that whatever that giant frog is on Total War 2 for Seraphon. They need to make a model for him and quit playing. I think we were talking about that in Cinderfall's Discord, but that thing looks rad. And I'm sure since Slan has all those crazy spells, it would be pretty dope. I hear he's pretty good in the game too. I can't remember what his name is, but apparently he's like one of those, like in the lore, he's one of those heroes that was in the old lore. Yeah, it's probably that second name, not Dread, not the Dread. Sorry, and for sure, whoever that giant fat frog is, that thing is rad. Yeah, the Lord. Yeah, somebody. I mean, I've seen some pretty creative people use like what you call that stuff, like the clay, where they make they mold models out of clay and have made some pretty interesting stuff. So I'm sure somebody could make it, could literally make it out of clay or something. I've even seen some really cool Slan models that people have made out of clay that are pretty interesting. That look just like the real model. That's not me though. I suck at sculpting. Sculpting is just it's a whole nother level, man. Chaos dwarfs, yeah, man. You know what I really want, man? The dwarfs are dope. I really want Slaves to Darkness or something. Those riders on mounts are pretty dope. I have a Slanesh army, so I have a few. Oh shit! I have a few Chaos Warriors, but they're like not painted. But yeah, those new sculpts, the Slaves to Darkness, man. I would love to paint those. Not the Vanguard. It's the one where I guess the riders come in like units of 5. I can't remember what their names are, but they have just like the new shields and stuff like that. But yeah, Vanguard looks rad too. They're just super expensive. Chaos Knights. There we go. Yeah, the new Chaos Knight models, and I'm dumb for not remembering that because pretty much every army that has some type of rider is called knights. Like Seraphine's the same way. Like they have their what is it? Their knights as well, but most of the riders are called knights. So you pretty much can just put two and two together. Um, but yeah, man, those new sculpts look really rad, man. I would love to get some and just play like not even go, Slanesh fully, just go Chaos and play like a Chaos Warband with just a bunch of different stuff. Yeah. Yeah, you can find them. I don't doubt that at all. You just got to be looking in the right spot at the right time because I found some models that are so expensive that are super duper cheap. I mean, when I first bought Slanesh, this guy was selling a start collecting box, $70 start collecting box for like $30. I was like, yes, I will take all of those. And he was like, I couldn't understand why he was selling it for that price, but he just didn't want them anymore. And I was like, well, I'll take those off your hands. No questions asked. As long as the models aren't all chipped and jacked. And they were not. Weren't even touched at all. Then I had this one lady. Yeah, the Magakin. I had this one lady one time. She was selling her Sylvaneth, and I guess it was her husband's. And because she had got into an argument with him, she sold like his Sylvaneth like start collecting box for $15. And I got a Tree Lord and all these Dryads with it. It was awesome. She was like, yeah, she's like, my husband moved out and I'm selling these. I don't know what the hell they are. She also had 10 Deepkin models in there too as well. The Thralls. She had 10 Thralls in there plus a whole start collecting box. And I still have all of it right now. I haven't even started on painting none of that stuff. It's not even built. But I was like, that was the sweetest deal ever, man. I don't even have a Deepkin army. Okay. Yeah, my friend, he might jump on here in a little bit, but he's got like 6,000 points in Nurgle, and he's got 4 great unclean ones, and it's pretty nasty. Played him a few times. My good buddy Tim's got a really crazy Magakin force. It's nasty, man. His shelves are filled. Yeah, man. It's a good thing to remember is sorry, I didn't mean to hit that. is the what is it, like Black Friday time of the year? You can get some pretty good deals. Yeah, I went during Black Friday. They had something at my local shop, and you can get models for like almost nothing. I mean, they have like this sale where people bring their armies up there and they just get rid of old armies, and man, you can get stuff for like almost 60 to 70% off. And then the Black Friday stuff is really cool because they have like brand new boxes for almost nothing. I bought a Greenskins box last year. It was $25, but he knocked it down to $22 just to get rid of it. And those Greenskin boxes are rare. You can't even find them anymore. So I used the boars from that box to make my wolves or my cats from the Maw tribes, and I still have all the oryx in there that I haven't painted yet. But I figure I'd try to do something with them because I really like bone splitters. Bone splitters are pretty cool. You find some good deals on them. But I really like the big Stabo models, and the way they look, man, just like their weapons and stuff are pretty cool. But I would love to build an army around that. I just don't want to put the money into it right now. Yeah. Yeah, those greenskins, man, they're hard to find. Like, when I got that, it was funny because I was looking at everybody like, no one's going to buy this box for $20. Like, I'll take it. Like, it's $20, dude. And those models look fantastic. They also come with some cool shields and weapons too. But yeah, I got some of these I need to paint up. These Croxagore proxies. And these are nice. I still got to do some of these for my Seraphon. But yeah, I'm going to end up getting a new airbrush for these because I want to have some creamy blends on these. And the airbrush I have now is kind of crapping out. But yeah, these look way better than GW's Croxagore. Like, man, not even the same. That's actually funny. You said 80% of these aren't GW. I mean, I don't know, man. It's actually really funny because, yeah, making pretty good copies. I agree with you, man. Like, I love the Lost Kingdom stuff, man. The Lost Kingdom stuff is so ridiculously good. They have a lot of good stuff for Seraphon, too. And they also have some really kick-ass Tomb Kings models. Like, goddamn. Like, I don't know if you've seen the Tomb King models that Lost Kingdoms has, but boy, those sculpts are something crazy. Yeah, and I mean, you know, if your local shop is really harking on you for having different models that you like, that's kind of bullshit, I think. I mean, as long as you got the right base size and it's not something that's totally distracting to where you can't play the game, then they shouldn't have any problem, you know? But that's just me, though. That's just how I look at it. And, you know, mainly if you're playing with your friends and they're cool with it, you know, it shouldn't matter. Just don't play tournaments. I agree. Yeah, and you know, tournaments are all, you know, if you got that competitive spirit, that's something different, but You know, you could just use the models that you want, and then when you know it's tournament time, you know, get you some real models. You know, and paint them up if it's something that you really want. But you know, most tournaments that I've seen are pretty chill. I mean, it just depends on what area you're in, I guess. I would be more offended by the base size than anything. If your base size is off, then we got a problem. Yeah, so once I paint this black, I'll go back and do some gray highlights and all that. I'm just pretty much trying to get the hair colored. Yeah, man. I feel like that with some models. I kind of just guesstimate. If I can't see something or the details aren't where I think they should be, I just kind of paint what I feel like. But I make a ton of mistakes, and you know I'm no pro painter or nowhere near it, so I just paint to my standard. And if I like it, I like it. If not, I'll work on it until it looks the way I want. But my thing is, my general rule of thumb is neatness. Like I try to be as neat as possible without it being all over the place. I mean, you can get away with a lot with just having models that don't look messy, you know what I'm saying? And make sure your base is done right. I really do want to take a painting course though to see how to like do better color blending and things like that and not cheat with the airbrush so much. Yeah, contrast paint. Yeah, you just gotta have that wraith bone, man. Have that wraith bone or some dead white paint, and then use your contrast that way. But just gotta make sure you don't let it pool. That's my general rule of thumb. This is the most tedious task. Painting up the scissor bitches. The robes, the robes, the robes. Paint these robes. Dry brushing, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can paint a hell of a lot of skulls doing that way. I learned it the hard way by clipping them and then trying to paint them after. So yeah, I use that method too. It's way more efficient. I hear you on that. Sorry, these angles are kind of weird. Yeah, just don't. Yeah, I hear you on that. Glue it to the base. Yep. Yeah, I try to do it that method now. Just don't clip them off the sprue and just like get them all painted up. And I use skeleton horde or something like that, and then re-highlight them again with some white scar or something, and then they turn out pretty good. Yeah, God, that's like every person that plays Warhammer. I have 5 armies, and like, yeah, I play mainly AOS, but I have Slanesh, which can play 40k and 40k and AOS. But man, I think that's like every war gamer that's ever existed needs to do that. It's really difficult to stick to one army, but man, just in the time it took me to paint all that stuff in 2 years, I painted a shit ton of minis, man, hundreds. I mean, I have over like 6 or 7 thousand points of Seraphon. I have probably 3 to 4 thousand points of Nighthaunt. I have I probably have about 4 to 5 thousand points of Beastclaw Raiders and Iron or Gutbusters. Slanesh, I probably have I don't know. It's not that much Slanesh that I have, but I have enough to run at least 4,000 points for sure. Um, and then I have a Spider Fang army that I have not started it. I have 2 Arachnaroks. I have like 30 Spider Riders, the boss, some scenery and terrain, and then a whole bunch of Stabas. I have like 40 or 50 Stabas. Then I have that Sylvaneth army I've never opened. I have the green skins that I never opened. I have, and there's one more army that I'm not thinking of that I have up there. Yeah, that's awesome. I had Fire Slayers, but I sold my Fire Slayers like a dumbass. I had like 2 start collecting boxes of Fire Slayers built but not painted, and I sold them. But yeah, I just needed the money and wasn't really looking forward to painting all those models. But they're so good. Man, they're so good. Fire Slayers are beast mode. That whole shit where they can fight before they fully die. It's really awesome. And they just do a lot of damage. Like, they're a really good army. From a competitive standpoint, they hit like a truck. And Daughters of Cain's really nasty too. I always liked that army too, but you know, I just never got into it. But Slanesh I like a lot more. I would definitely go Slanesh over Daughters of Cain because I just like the Keeper Seekers model is really dope. And I like speed, like those Seekers and stuff, man, how they can fly across the field. It's really funny when you get into people's face turn 1. And to see what they're gonna do, and you know, once you save up enough depravity points, and you summon a whole unit back on the field, it's really heartbreaking for people. Yeah, I love that the Ragnaroks, man. When I saw those, I was like, well, even if I don't start an army, I want to paint that model. And I have 2 of them unpainted right now, but they're built, and I'm probably gonna airbrush them real good. I'm probably gonna end up getting a new airbrush pretty soon, probably after baby gets here. But yeah. So I don't know if you're in the stream, but yeah, my son is gonna be born here on Thursday, so just been busy trying to get prepared for that. But yeah, man, I've been wanting to break open the Arachnarok spiders and airbrush those, but my Badger airbrush is starting to crap out, so I think I might end up getting an Iowata airbrush and use that for my Keeper Seekers that I need to paint, and also those Arachnaroks. Coconut Crab Arachnarok. Yeah, dude. I really want to build a thematic Deepkin army, because there's so much you can do with Deepkin, man, with crabs, or you know, the Deepkin just look really awesome. I don't know about their rules wise, but as far as like the giant turtle and all the models they have are really rad. Every time I want to go buy them, it kind of falls through. But man, do those models look great. All of them. Yeah. Painting the fish and the bases would be very tedious, though. So I've seen some painting videos on Deepkin, and boy. But yeah, that Arachnarok, I most definitely want to get to that as soon as possible. I got some really cool ideas. I don't know if you've seen that army that guy had. He had a thematic army with and you get stomped. I don't know, man. I know their rules are really old and stuff, but from what I hear, yeah, the eel spam is good, but from what I hear, that turtle is really good with the defense bonuses it has. And if you position them right, you can really do some damage. But I don't know. I don't know how good or bad they are. I just hear mixed things from different people, you know. But yeah, I know they definitely need a rules update. That's for sure. Hell, Nighthaunt do too, but shit, we got Dolores Guard and all that stuff now, and those new Nighthaunt battalions are wreck shop, man. That Dolores Guard is something else, man. I really like it a lot. It's not like anything like Flesh Eater Courts where they can just fight twice and do crazy shit like that, but man, you put a Knight of Shrouds on the field with some Hex Wraiths, and you got those Feel No Pains, man, and shrugging off wounds. That shit is crazy. Your Knight of Shrouds will last, like, he goes from, having 7 wounds to like 20 wounds. Yeah, Beast Claw Raider. Yeah, Gutbusters was the first army I really wanted out of all the armies before they got a new tome. I just ended up buying Nighthaunt because I had a friend that had Soul Wars and he didn't want his Nighthaunt side, so that was my starter army. But I always liked the way the ogres looked and stuff and their gut plates and all that. So I ended up buying Feast of Bones and starting from there. But yeah, my Beast Claw Raiders is pretty swole now. I got a huge ass force. All the bases are done with ice. It's really nice. I could show you some stuff. I just literally finished the Beast Claw Raider side. 2 Stone Horns and some Mournfang. But yeah, I had to get these Harridans because even though most armies ignore the bravery shenanigans, there are some armies that have low bravery that you can mess around with the Horghast and some cool stuff. And if they spend command points, to ignore battle shock, that's cool. But Kurdos, if you put him on the field, he can steal those command points. So it'd be cool to build a bravery bomb list, steal command points. Hopefully you get lucky. And then they can't rely on any points to try to do any bravery shenanigans and have to roll for bravery. But, easier said than done. It just would be cool to have a little gimmick list. Man, I gotta introduce you to my friend, man. I gotta introduce you to my friend. He is yeah. His Magakin army is so crazy. I mean, he usually jumps in the stream right about now, but he's probably doing something. Yeah, I gotta get the Gargants for sure. Definitely for sure, because you can play them with the tribes. So I definitely will be picking up a giant. There's no question about that. I just want to do the stink breath ability. That shit is OP. That's gonna be super cool, man. To be able to have stinky breath and make a zombified Gargant. But yeah, I have some skeletons too I need to paint, man. Yeah, I need to get about 40 skeletons done for Legions of Grief, just because they got the bravery stuff and they also have a little bit more defense. But I have 80 chain rasps that are done and painted, so I can use those. But I like to have a good be able to switch between skeletons and chain rasps. Yeah, 6 fire giants. Yeah, I keep seeing people selling giants all the time on those buy sell pages, but man, do they go fast. Anytime you see one of them go up, I mean, it's gone within minutes. It's like you have to be really watching like crazy. Yeah, those are awesome. I think I know which ones you're talking about too. Those look really awesome. And Reddit, yeah, the mini swap is really good on Reddit. And the cool thing about that selling page, I think it's a little bit more trustworthy than like the Facebook pages. Cause when you're on Facebook, you have all these like random people that's selling shit, and like I've been set up before on there by somebody. But only happened one time out of the many times. Only $50, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure GW's Giants are definitely going to be $80 or $90, if not $100. If they're not close to $100, I'll be very, very, very surprised. Because I mean, a Keeper of Secrets is $110. 170. Yeah. You're probably about right. Yeah, I was way off. Cause yeah, 150. Yeah, because that makes sense. Because think about it. If you're thinking about models, just like Lumineth just came out, and that model right there is super expensive. Oh, so you said 2 giants for 150? That wouldn't be too bad. I mean, I guess that's pretty reasonable if you get 2. I mean, if you think about it, especially if you already have like a destruction army and you just need some to fill your army. I mean, I wouldn't see myself going in a complete army, with that. I know some people will, but I just need one for my ogres, man, just so I can stomp people down. That's all I need. You said you doubt 2 per box. Yeah, I don't know, man. That would be crazy to see, like how much those are gonna cost, and if they're gonna bundle them together. I think that's yeah. And then, so are the regular giants sold out on GW's website? Like, you can still buy giants off their website, right? Like, they're not hard to find. They're all gone? Oh, man. Shit, that doesn't surprise me. Dude, when I was buying Gutbusters, I couldn't find, even still, Iron Guts for anything. I have 8 Iron Guts now that I bought from my local shop because I told them to order them in, and they got them in, and I bought them. But damn, you cannot find Iron Guts at all. You have to pretty much kit bash them with those Mornfang or something. And even like Lord Croak and all that stuff, you can't find Lord Croak. I ended up buying that from somebody. I found a Lord Croak. This dude was selling a fine cast, and then he also had a what's the little one? the Starseer he had for like $25. I was like, yeah, let me get that, because you can't find Starseers nowhere. I bought that with the quickness. But yeah, you got to pretty much stock those pages, man. That's how it goes. It's like, snooze, you lose. I just think it's funny when you have all these people that are going to play Giants, and they're going to have like 3 or 4 Giants on the field, and then you get spammed by shots, or, you know, I would just love to see how that's going to turn out with a shooting army or something. Because, you know, if you're playing a horde type army and you get swarmed by like, you know, 40 models or something like that, that could hurt quite a bit. $64 ogres, 6 chariots, 160 goblins, and nobody wants to play. Yeah, dude. I have 40 Noblars for my ogres, and people think that they're not gonna do anything until you put the tyrant on the field and you bully them, and then all of a sudden you're ignoring battle shock, and you got these little fearless goblin fuckers, 40 of them, not going anywhere, sticking around, blocking all your progressions and shit, and then you just move in with your iron guts or something like that, and it is devastating. Especially if you got a scrap launcher and launchers. I got 1 scrap launcher and 2 of those cannons. Yeah. Get rid of all your gear, yeah. Yeah, man. I would say times are tough for people, and people aren't buying as many armies as they normally would with the pandemic, but I am totally, I could be lying, because there's a lot of money going around. People are still buying armies and stuff. So I see these armies going fast as hell. I'd be looking at something and I'm like, yeah, I'm about to pull the trigger. As soon as I go back to the post, that shit be gone. I'm just like, wow. I'm just glad Warhammer's in a good spot, though, because, you know, you have a lot more people that are getting into the hobby and they're watching stuff. Oh, yeah. By the way, so I just looked at the Ogre's King of War, and I picked those up, and those Regent Guard Corn Ogren. Yeah. That's tight. Yeah, I just did a... I'm sure you guys know who AOS Coach is. He just did a response video for I Am a Wargamer, and I did a response video to his video from Cinderfall Gaming. So if you guys don't mind checking out my YouTube, man, Circus 36 Gaming channel, I just did a video on that. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing some more content videos soon about the Warhammer stuff. Try to get more into the community, because I have you know, yeah, they are okay. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to try to get more people into the hobby and try to do some more content videos, like more painting tutorials and stuff like that. But I mainly want to start doing bat reps, and I have some ways I want to do the bat reps. Whereas I just got a gimbal for my camera, to where I can hold a gimbal so I can film my bat reps, just make it easier. But yeah, I got some friends that want to play once the pandemic stuff gets over. Or actually, just after my baby gets here, we might start playing some matches. I just don't want to risk anything with him coming into the world. But yep, I got some plans for bat reps, man, for sure. I want to get some games rolling. I have a pool table with a custom terrain on it and stuff that I already have ready to go. So my friends keep asking me to go to the local shops and play. But yeah, man, I've just been kind of MIA painting and trying to get some of these projects done. I've painted over 140 miniatures in like 3 months fully painted and based, and I have like some other stuff that I finished too as well. So the pandemic has been doing really well as far as getting my projects done because now I work from home. But yeah, that'll just be just for now though. Oh dang, you're talking about size comparison between the other proxy models. Yeah, I kind of made a mistake with Nighthaunt though, because I like these colors, but man, when I go back and see armies that have just have the white with the blue ethereal, it looks so rad. Or even the Nihilic Oxide looks so dope with the white. But yeah, man, I'm too far invested now with the green and purple to go back to the white scheme. But it's gonna look pretty dank, man. Once they're done, I'll get like a family shot of some of the stuff I got. Yeah, I just want some more of those Mears miniatures, man. Some of those miniatures are really crazy. They have this one that's like they have this one that is looks like a Nighthaunt figure. They have two of them, one with a Reaper scythe, and they have another one with a sword, and it's undead. It looks so sick. It could be a Knight of Shrouds on foot, and I want it so bad, but it's like 34 pounds. Man, it's 11:30. Mears is a trap. I agree with you on that though. They're oh my god, they are like raping. It doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, so I'm in the United States. 34 pounds in American dollars is like 34 is like, $44. So it's not only that, it's $10 more, but then you have to also factor in the shipping is like $15 or $20. So I'm paying for one model for $45, and then it also costs an extra $20 to ship. So you're looking at $50 for one little crusty ass model. I'm like, dude, I bought their salamanders from there. Those 3 salamanders. Man, I felt like I was spinning a fucking arm and leg. I'm like, this is a whole. I could take my whole family out to dinner for these 3 goddamn toys. Like, this is ridiculous. Right, for $60 instead of spending for just 80. That shit's crazy, man. I mean, now, granted, their models are sick as hell. They got a sick lineup, but boy, they are raping on them prices, boy. Raping. All right, I got 2 more. 2 more. Yeah, and then since COVID happened, they actually increased their prices for shipping to the United States. They had a huge warning on their website, like, if you buy these models, you have been warned. It's like, damn. I've always wanted to make one of those, like, those army boards for, like, you know, just like with some thematic stuff going on. I just need a foam cutter, man. Get some, so I can create some terrain or something. I've done it before, but boy, is it tedious without a cutter. $74 for 3. Yeah, damn. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. Models are expensive, and, you know, not everybody can afford to blow their whole freaking paycheck on models. Like, trust me, it took me a while to get the models that I have, like, to get at least 2,000 points of some stuff that you need. Because once you buy some models, you're like, damn, I don't even have what I need to run, like, a fluid list. I got to get more stuff. And then you look at the price and you're just like, shit, I ain't paying for that right now. You got to find somebody with a good deal or something. Or find some recast models that can get you by. So I was gonna ask you guys, do you think it's worth getting into 40K? You guys play 40K? I've been really interested looking at the AdMech models and Sisters of Battle. Looking pretty cool, but I don't know if I want to start a 40K army. I kind of like AOS better, but now that 40K is more like AOS, I'm starting to be like, I could play Slanesh and maybe another army. I don't know. Just depends. Death Guard, yeah. Yeah, those what are those the tanks called? The plague crawlers or something? Those look really awesome. Excuse me, sorry. Plague burst crawlers, that's what they are, yeah. I just saw Rainer painting those. I don't know if you guys follow him, but Rainer is like a pro painter. He's always streaming and stuff, but he was painting one of those. And man, does he got some creamy blends, man. They're real creamy. Yeah, Rainer 72, yeah. Yeah, he's super cool, man. I like his channel a lot. He's got some good quality painting. Got to go back and paint all these flowers in the hair. That's gonna be tedious as hell. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen some pretty big names in there too a couple times. I've only watched the stream a few times though. I just started to get back on Twitch and was looking at some people in the community doing some painting, but I want to become more active though. No, I didn't see it. Oh, that's random. Yeah, some random dude came in. If you would like more followers, click this link. No thanks. Oh no. All right, man. Thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good night, man. Thanks for watching the stream. Come back and see me sometime, man. My dog is seriously having some crazy dreams right now. All right, that's all 20. And then now I just pretty much got to do their roses. Some of the base details like the fences and all that. Paint all their faces white. And these guys, I might end up putting some grunge on their sides or some blood or something. Haven't decided yet. Looking for the lead belcher. Mm-hmm. You have too many army choices. Yeah, I hear you, man. It really does suck when you can't like figure out which one you want to do. Yeah. Yeah. I hear you, man. Like once I got my once I got my like third army, I was like, what am I doing with my life? I was like, I just like it so much. I just have to buy it. I have to paint these models. But yeah, it's just, I guess, you know, your habits could be a whole lot worse. You could be into a whole lot of other things that are probably worse for you. I mean, financial responsibility and money like that can be bad for some people. I get that totally. But but I mean, like, if it's something that you like, I don't see the point in not wanting to do what you like. Painting these little silver fences. Plastic crack. Yeah, I had a discussion with somebody about this the other day. And basically what I said to them was like, um, what were we talking about? It was something about buying models and how much they cost. Oh yeah, so he was talking about, my friend was talking about how expensive the PS5 was, and I was like, then we got into talking about how expensive models are, and he's like, you know, you spend so much money on these models, man. It's like you could buy yourself a PS5. I'm like, that's right. And he's like, well, not everybody has all the money in the world to buy a console that costs that much, or let alone, I was like, I could sell one army right now and have enough for PS5 for sure. I was like, that is not a doubt in my mind. But he was basically saying like people can't afford it or don't have the money. Right. Compared to our hobby, PS5, $500. Like that's how much it costs to get an army. $300 to $500, and that's just getting the models. That's not including the paints and doing all the shit. Yeah, and anyways, like I was getting into with him, he was like, well, some people can't afford to spend that much money on an army, or I mean on a PS5, because it's so expensive. And what I came back to him and said was, what I came back to him and said was like, you know how much like random frivolous shit people buy and spend with their money just on average? Like, if, you know, let's say you play golf and golf is like your main sport, like you just love playing golf. Do you know how much clubs cost to be able to play golf? Like that shit's expensive, let alone the gear and the bags and all that shit. My brother plays golf, you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure he's got some expensive clubs, like they're not fucking cheap. But I'm just like, think about anybody's hobby. If you have something that you're really into, like my wife, for instance, is a photographer. My wife has paid between $3,000 and $4,000 for her whole camera setup, and that's like basic, bottom of the barrel, like a good camera, but not anything that's like gonna be, crazy. Like there's cameras that are $10,000. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, so trust me, people have the money to buy the things that they like. There's never something that's that expensive to where they can't get it. It's just they don't want to save their money or they're too fucking lazy to work for it. Because people spend money on all kinds of dumb shit all the time. So I'm like, I don't even want to hear it. I said, if you want a PS5, you gonna find a way to get a PS5. Oh, I keep dropping it. All right. Have to color the skull white. Said that's affordable at PS5. I mean, no, it's not. I mean, it's pretty expensive, but I mean, think about it. PS4 Pro was $499, so I mean, $100 more for better graphics and stuff is not that bad. I'm at the point now where I just want to build a badass PC and just play everything on PC, because now it's just getting to the point where what's the point, you know? Oh my god, yeah, 15, 17, yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, I hear that totally. Hmm. Yeah, that's a lot. But I mean, honestly, you know, if you paint them right, I mean, they have high resale value too, though. He said, "Forgot the land speeders." Hold on. Add another 216. That's hilarious. Yeah, man. I mean, it can get quite expensive for sure. And then you have to take into the account of paint and, you know, all the basing material, and, you know, you may need to buy a few extra things to put them together, and, you know, it's no easy task for sure. But I mean, just like you said, you know, if you didn't spend all that in one time, which you probably didn't, you know, everyone has time to like build that up though. You know what I'm saying? And that's what what he was saying is like, "Oh, you know, I wouldn't spend that much money." And it's like, well, if it's something you like doing, trust me, you probably would spend that money. It's just models is not your thing, so you want a PS4, nothing wrong with that, you know? But just think of, on average, people that have a hobby, the amount of money they spend on their shit. So when somebody tries to tell me that, you know, oh, you're spending too much on models or whatever, it's just like, really? Like, I can look at all the dumb shit that you probably buy, and it'll probably add up to if not equal or lesser value, you know. And we probably can compare the stuff you buy and be pretty similar. But I don't know, man. I'm at the point now where I really only want to buy things to like add on to the armies that I have now, because I've spent enough money to where I just want to play games now and finish painting the projects that I have, and then just totally focus on, you know, playing the game and having a good time. But also just doing add-ons for all my armies. So like, you know, the Gargants would be really cool. The Giants would be cool to add to my ogres, because that the theme of that would be cool to build like a custom ogre that would go along with the army that I have now, and thematically it would look pretty cool to have an extra giant. So yeah, that's something. I always thought the Giants were really cool, so adding something like that on would be actually beneficial, especially if you want to change your list up. He said $150 worth of miles a month. So yeah, I feel that. I kind of, the last 2 months since baby's been on the way, I kind of been like holding back a little bit, and I haven't really been buying as much. But also, I was looking at my backlog of all my painting, and I'm just like, man, there's so much stuff I got to catch up on that I'm just gonna, you know, paint models and kind of get it over with. And then when something comes out that I actually really need, then I'll go ahead and get it, you know. Oh. I go through Lead Belcher like no other. Probably gonna end up putting a Typhus Corrosion on their claws and making their claws look a little rusty dusty. $150 worth of models, man. Boy, oh boy. The pandemic has really helped though with spending habits. So for sure, I definitely haven't been wasting as much money on going to and from work. So it's helped out a lot. Oh man, stuck at home. I would be nosy and ask what you did, but it's none of my business. And I totally respect you not telling me, for sure. But sorry to hear that. Okay, okay. I thought you meant like case like you like stole a car and like robbed a couple banks and stuff and got away scot free type shit or something. I was like, damn, it was like this boy's a gangster, gangster. I was thinking the worst. Well, that sucks, but good to hear, man. That at least you got some help and you're doing good, and you got some money out of it. I was like, house arrest, holy shit. Thanks to Cobra. Yeah, I hear that. Sorry, my wife was hitting me up, asking me if I was doing okay. I said, come on down, get on stream. Yeah. Oh, yeah. New York. How you like it out there? You lived there your whole life or what? The place is nice. People are questionable. Yeah, man. Every person that goes there, this here, New Yorkers are just not very friendly in a lot of ways. But you know, it's just because people are so in a rush to get things done, and it's just kind of the way it is. It's New York, you know. Busy, 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 busy. I've never been there. Too many people just think of themselves. Yeah, man. I just want to go there to see the ball drop. That's all I want to do. And see how big the rats are. The rats come in many sizes shapes. That's the funniest thing I've seen all day. Many sizes and shapes. Oh, that's hilarious. Gotta get another paintbrush here. This bad boy's getting a little frail, getting a little jacked up, man. Roman ideas. What are you shopping for? Imperial Guard to start collecting. And a box of ogres. Yeah, that's cool. What is Imperial Guards thing like? What are they good for? Like, what is our army known for doing well? I don't know much about 40K, but I'm trying to get into it and learn it for sure. Numbers. Number of tanks. Oh, okay. Because I know 40K is just super shooty, like super duper shooty. So that's kind of why I like the theme of AdMech, but like it's got to just be like AOS in the sense that like every army has special abilities that they can do certain stuff. Right? Am I right about that? I don't know. Like for instance, like somebody when I watched the battle report with Sisters of Battle, it was something crazy that they get like if they roll a 6 or something, they get to do something if they roll a 6. I don't know, but holy shit, 15 tanks! Oh my god, that's crazy as hell. That's a lot of tanks to paint too. God. Is that like strictly all tanks, like with no infantry troops or what? I need to get hip on this 40K, man. This shit is crazy, man. Like, where would you recommend me starting? Should I just get just get like the new book that came out, the rules book, and just go from there? I mean, I have Slanesh already. But, so I'd probably play Slanesh. I like Tyranids. I like AdMech. I like Sisters of Battle. Eldar look pretty cool. Gene Stealer Cults looks pretty cool. And that's about it that I know of that I'd probably be interested in. Yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't be like, as opposed to one or the other. It's just those armies are just the ones that look cool to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, AdMech looks really awesome, but those models have so much detail, it gives me anxiety just looking at them almost. But I guess I should just say, like, what, what strategy would I prefer, and then look for that type of army. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it be close combat, shooting, or, something else. Lots of troops, like, and I can't really decide which one I would want to play with the 40K army. Like, I just don't want an army that loses, like, every game. See what army likes the rule set you like, yeah. So, like, where would I go to look that up, though? Like, I know you could buy the book and see what type of rules go for each army. But, like, is there any channels you recommend, like, where people break down each army and what their rules actually do? Because I don't really know very many. I know a lot of people that do AOS content, but not 40K that explain rules. and I will check them out. Usually just watch battle reports, yeah. The problem with battle reports though is like you just have so much dice rolling and no one like like they just like don't really break it down. They just play the game. But they have it's crazy because you have some people that do AOS content and they like break down what each army does. Like I don't know. It's kind of like I'm trying to give you a good example. I'm trying to think of it. Like kind of where like the ogres. Before I got into ogres, like when the new tome had came out, there was a lot of people doing like tactics videos. You know what I'm saying? Like where they were like, okay, well they have trampling charge where you roll this many dice for however you roll the dice and however many units you get to bull charge them, and each 6 is a mortal wound. Like shit like that's cool because then it tells you is that something I want to build a list around and rely on, or do I want to go a different route? You know what I'm saying? Like, whereas like people like Zinch, is good at spells. They're not good at combat so much, but at a distance they can wreck you with their spells. So if you like spell casting, you would know about that. You know what I'm saying? And with 40k, it just seems like there's so many armies that do the exact same thing, and they all do tons and tons of shooting. So it's like, to me, I don't even know where to start as a player. Like, what makes one army different than the other? Like, I don't know what stratagems are. I hear what those are, but like, I have no idea what a stratagem is. You know what I'm saying? And just all that stuff. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, Zinch do spells too, but they definitely have shooting as well. What I'm saying is like if somebody looks into that army, they'll know that that army is more of like a distance army. It's not like up in your face combat. You know what I'm saying? Whereas something like maybe like Tyranids or something might be more up in your face. I don't know. I know there's shooting units in Tyranids, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I just have no idea where to start. Like I watch battle reports all the time, and they look really fun and interesting. I just don't. I guess I would have to get a book and just read the rules of like what they're doing on each phase, and just like AOS, and then put two and two together. But it's just crazy to me that like there isn't any channels like talking about. There's got to be some channels talking about like why you would get into one army over another. You know what I'm saying? Because there's plenty of AOS content channels that do that. But maybe people have just been playing 40k for so long they just know what those armies do and they don't go looking for it. It's more about the lore. I could be very wrong. I also have paint handles. I I've been wanting to use the paint handle, but then, you know, I was going to, but then I was like, it's probably not worth it at this point to use them. It's a little easier to get in and out without having to use a paint handle on these, since I'm just doing small details. Oh my god. The pink horror. Yeah, Zinch is pretty crazy, man. Like how you can, you know, how you could just put all those bodies out and they just keep splitting. That's just so crazy. And it used to be more busted than it was before. They've kind of nerfed it down a little bit because, you know, when you could get 100 wounds, you know, or no, 50 wounds or something like that for 200 points, that's fucking busted. Like, I don't know. 50 wounds for like 200 points. That's just so crazy to me. Oh, man. I'm going to have to do some major research on 40K. I'll probably start off by just getting the rule book and trying to piece the facts together as far as like the rules and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I might do that tonight. Just buy the rule book. Yeah, and just bring back. Yeah, that's busted. I mean, Flesh Eater Course is like that too, man. People get so heated when they come right back. Or not come right back. They fight twice. I'm tripping. But yep, that's why I'm so glad that you know, whatchamacallit is back, Legions of Grief, because now we get to bring back some models like Legions of Nagash, and that's pretty cool. "20 units of pink horrors turn into 10 pink horrors, then 20, yeah, then they roll leadership, and then the roll of a 1, now D6, 4 come back." Yeah. Yeah, they changed the rule a little bit, changed the rule up a little bit. It's still crazy, though. You know, I mean, it isn't as bad as it was, I guess, but that is crazy. But, you know, you just gotta expect that if you play a Zinch army, you know, you're gonna have to deal with those horrors in some type of way, or use some type of unit that it's got some speed that can go around the flank and get you know, the heroes in the back of the field, because that's what I hear Zinch hates the most. If you can get to their backfield and get their heroes, or get people that are sitting back there, you can get them. Does that include Slanesh on those saves? What does that actually mean? Oh, okay, that's cool. Well, just know that it is your fault that if I get into 40K and I have to go buy the book tonight, it was your fault that I had to get into it and buy some more models to play 40K. So, hope you feel good about yourself. Oh yeah, Demonettes get the save. Yeah. Yep, it's all your fault, man. All your fault. Just know it's your fault. And when I'm pulling out my pocketbook to, buy some more models and, I have to get more plastic crack addiction going, just know you have to take that all the way to the grave. It's all your fault, man. And that's the thing is I was going sober. I was getting out of the hobby. I was done buying models until you came along. I keep hearing the Keeper of Secrets is really good in 40K. Is this the truth? Last time I checked, yes. That's fair. Okay, I'm done with all the bases now. Not like the bases, but I'm done with the little silver fences that are underneath the Ghost Ethereal and all the skulls that are down there. So now, I guess, all I have to do is just pick up and do the jewelry, these little gold rings and stuff that are on all of them. I'll probably end up doing that like tomorrow or something. But I just got that jewelry to do, the bases, the roses on their head, and I gotta paint their skulls white. And then I'll probably just do something to the claws and then sand the bases, and those will be done. Yeah, since close combat improved. Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to check it out because I got 2 Keeper of Secrets that are waiting to get painted. They're built, ready to go, primed and everything. I just gotta get going on them. Yeah, berserkers are nasty, man. Berserkers are nasty. Corn itself is really fun. I don't know if I play Corn Demons because their rules are pretty straightforward, but the Mortals look a lot of fun. Ooh, yeah, that's a herder. And you typically probably run like what? Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, you'd be rolling dice the rest of your life. The Herodins. Oh my god, at -2. What does the SP stand for? So I know the meanings and stuff like Rend and all that stuff is I'm guessing different on 40K. Like all the names and stuff. Like there's a psychic phase. Like I have no idea what is that, like a magic phase? AP armor pin. So is that like Rend? Armor pin is like Rend, same thing. S is strength. I gotta get this book, man. I want to read about this stuff. I gotta find out. Fuck around and find out. It sounds intriguing. What's the difference? It's not just a static number to wound with. So it's not like you have like 7 wounds and that's like you're dead after 7 wounds. Like your toughness will keep you alive. It's like resilience or what? Oh, this one seems to have a broken jaw. Okay, I'm just reading this real fast. Oh, okay, I see. So the higher or lower your toughness or strength can result in a higher or lower save, pretty much. And if it's double, then, a 2 up is pretty damn good to wound. That makes a lot of sense. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to look that up, man. It seems pretty easy. Like once you see how it's executed, it seems pretty straightforward. Ah, okay. And T is toughness, right? T is toughness. That makes sense. I think the orcs look really awesome too. But I know they're not like the best army, but just thematically, the orcs look pretty damn awesome. Another broke jaw. This is crazy, man. I keep finding these broke jaws. They look good though. Damn, I made a mistake. What's up, AJ? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're just talking about me getting into 40K and reading some rules because I play mainly AOS, but I'm probably going to buy a 9th edition book and try to get into it because I have Slaanesh already, and that can get me started, but sounds pretty interesting. I might have to try it out. Just batch painting some Dreadscythe Harridans. I just finished doing all their hair, their cloaks. I have to go back and paint the roses probably another day. And then I just finished all the fences on the bottom ethereal parts. So now I'm going to go ahead and just paint the faces this Wraithbone color so I can get them all detailed and nasty looking. Say you started 2 weeks ago. Yeah, man. Yeah, I have 5 armies total, and one of them is Slaanesh, so I could play 40K, you know. I just am more into AOS than 40K, but my friends all play, and they keep wanting me to try it out. But yeah, it's all it's all Sentinel's fault that, you know, it's all his fault that now I have to spend my money out of my checkbook to buy more models and play 40K and buy a new rule book. So I would blame him because now I have to get into 40K and start a whole new 40K army because my AOS isn't good enough. You know, I thought my armies were good enough. I was wrong. Yeah, but Sisters of Battle looks really dope. I really like those models a lot. I don't really like the Space Marine models that much. But I don't know. They do look a lot like the armor and stuff looks pretty similar, but it just looks cool to me. I don't know. Sisters of Battle is also different because it's a female faction, so it looks pretty cool. AOS or 40K? Because I don't know. AOS I play ogres. I like Nighthaunt for sure. That was my first army. Slaanesh I think has got really good rules and they do very well, but they also look pretty cool. Plus I like demons. I have a Spiderfang army that I have not painted yet, and I have Seraphon. So I probably say it's a hard to tie for, you know, first place for 3 armies, and that would be Gutbusters, Slaanesh, Nighthaunt, and Seraphon are probably the ones I play for AOS. Those 4 armies are probably like my favorite. But like 40k. If I had to play a 40k army, it'd probably be Sisters of Battle, Tyranids, Gene Stealers, Eldar, Admech, and that's about all the ones I pretty much know about or think look cool. Orcs look cool too, but I wouldn't play them for the simple fact that even though they look really cool, I hear they don't win very often. And winning doesn't really matter. I mean, if they're fun to play, that probably would be more important to me. How they look and how fun they are to play than them winning all the time. But I don't want an army that just gets smashed into the ground either, so that's just a waste of time. Nighthaunt gets smashed into the ground, though, so I will say that. Nighthaunt is like a C-tiered army, pretty much. But the thing about Nighthaunt, though, that a lot of the tournament players play, yeah, the Nighthaunt players, man, the tournament guys say that, you know, they have a lot of winning potential just because of their teleportation and movement shenanigans. So you can win. It all depends on positioning and, you know, if you get your charges off. Because if you get your charges off, they can be very devastating. But that's if you get lucky. Guardsman Collector, yeah, those look cool too. But yeah, I don't know a lot about 40k. I definitely want to get into it though and learn some more, because I know nothing. But yeah, when I first started collecting and painting, my friends were telling me, like, you know, what 40k army are you getting into? And I was like, just play AOS for now. And then, you know, it's 5 armies later, and I still have not tried 40k, so I might try it out, give it a whirl. Yeah, you started watching videos about the lore. Yeah, the lore is pretty cool. And yeah, that might be the direction I might have to take, because I like the lore of all of the armies. Gutbusters lore is pretty cool. You know, just being fat guys roaming around. The Beastclaw Raiders have the Everwinter following them. That's why all of my Beastclaw Raiders have ice on their bases and stuff. It was just really cool to make that army because the theme of the army just seems really cool, you know. And then there's ogres that, you know, steal from pirates and they wear the clothes of the people that they kill and stuff. You know, it's just, the lore is so rich with ogres, and there's so many things you can do with them to change them for how you want to see fit based on their environment and the people they've interacted with. I thought the coolest thing about the lore with Gutbusters was when I was reading the battle tome was when the lead belchers, because I built a underguts list for shooting, and I have a crap ton of lead belchers. And the coolest part was when it said they go to like castles, and, you know, obviously humans or elves that have castles with cannons, and when they end up, you know, running to the castle, they end up stealing the cannons and using them. You know, like they rip the cannons off the walls and use them as guns. And that's like the coolest thing, to like get like Noblars to light your cannon for you. Like, I just thought that was the coolest shit ever. Like, they got these big ass guns, and because they're so fat and they probably can lift a lot due to their strength, it doesn't even phase them for real. You know, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I basically got into AOS because my friend was selling. He had Soul Wars, and he was selling his Nighthaunt half. and he mainly plays Stormcast. So he gave me his models, and that's how I got started. But I've been going back to this army like on and off for some time now, and now I play a bunch of different armies. But Slanesh was my second army, which I thought was also cool when I first started collecting because it could also play in 40k as well. But yeah, I just never got into it because the friends that I have, they're into 40k, but a lot of them play AOS too. So what about AOS don't you like though? I hear most people are just like, I just like the can I like the tanks. And that's why I like 40k because of the tanks. And it's more like military type style combat, you know. Like, I hate everything about AOS. AOS is fucking trash. It's fucking trash. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, you almost can't beat tanks and soldiers, you know. It just looks cool. Um, I don't know. I just like ghosts, man. I like creepy stuff. That's why Nighthaunt always has appealed to me. But definitely, you know, I guess demons could also do that too. Just depends. Mm-hmm. Facts. Pure facts. Yeah, I gotta get the new book, man. I mean, I could just run up to the local shop and get it, but I don't know if I want to do that or just, you know, order one off of Amazon or something. I usually like to support the shop. Oh crap. Oh shit. Mm-hmm. Scary faces. What have you guys been working on lately? I know he said he's working on some ogres or Sentinel, sorry. I forgot your name right there. I like blacked out for a minute, my bad. Said you were working on did you say you were working on giants? Or you wanted to get some guzzlers or something? Or were we just talking about the new release for GW? I don't know. It could have been the other guy that was in here that left, but I really do want to get a Gargant for sure. And these are not regular Gargants. These are megas. Mega Gargants. I just want the stinky breath one. The whale biter looks pretty cool too. I got 6 more faces to paint. And then we will be done. Just trying to power through these guys because once these are done, I can work on a few more other projects I have. I do got 2 keeper secrets I got to start painting too. Yeah, Imperial Guards, yeah. Yeah, like I was telling the other guys in the chat, my son is going to be born on Thursday, so I'm going to be headed to the hospital, and I'll probably be in there for a few days, so that'll be super exciting. So yeah, I'll probably be on daddy duty taking a little break for a little bit, but it's a good time. I actually got a lot done before then too, as well. So by the time I come back, it'll be like I never missed anything. But yeah, it'll be good. It'll be super good to take a little break, get some energy back, and spend some time with the fam. Like as hobby guys, we spend a lot of time doing this stuff. It takes a lot of time, a lot of your time. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I hear you, man. Thanks for tuning into the stream, man. I really appreciate it. Come back and see me sometime if you enjoyed the stream, man. And like I said, I got a couple more of these guys, and I'll be heading out too. So appreciate everybody popping in and saying what's up. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good night. Take care. Be safe out there. Give me 1 second. Okay, my bad. I thought somebody was saying something to me. Okay. Three more. Yep. One more face. Another broken jaw. Sweet. Finish those off. Gonna put a little bit of this brush cleaner on here. This tip is all jacked, man. All jacked. Clean your brushes, folks. It's good practice. Get those tips restored. Put some of these brushes back, man. All right, y'all. That's it. I think we headed out for tonight, y'all. So thank y'all for tuning in to Circus 36 Gaming Channel, man. We got some Dread Scythe Harridans done today, so I'll probably be going in tomorrow and doing some more details on the faces and trying to get some of the basing done, as well as some of the face details and also the roses in the hair. We'll probably knock that out too. So yeah, man, thanks to everybody that came in and tuned into the stream tonight. Go ahead and hit the like button and also subscribe if you like the content. I'll be back probably tomorrow or maybe Wednesday if I'm not in the hospital. It just depends on my schedule. So, but yeah, look out for more content. We'll definitely be painting some more minis. I have Keeper of Secrets coming up next on the menu and a few other minis that I got to get painted up, like the Famous Lanesh. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it. We are headed out, and I hope you guys have a good night, man. Stay safe out there, and as always, thanks for checking me out. Peace.